Hi guys, hey, so this is me pre-workout. I have not gone and worked out yet today. I just got home. It is nearly 90 degrees outside and it's hot as hell. So I came home to get some protein in me. I made a shake as per usual. For those of you new to my channel, this is a Click shake. Click is a milk-based protein shake. It is with coffee espresso. This is what I prefer. This is what my stomach tolerates. This is what I like. So this is the only shake I technically ever drink. There is a recipe which I will link. Probably it's always on the other side, so probably up here there'll be a like suggested video. So let's dish. Let's talk. Let's do this. All right, guys. So I went and had my appointment today, and I am 300.2 pounds. So I've lost like 21. God, I think it's like 21.6 or 21 point something pounds since my band removal. That is with zero restriction. I have none. I can eat a full plate of food, like a full regular ass man size plate of food. I choose not to. That's the difference. I told you guys about that. The 3 keys to success are and working out. So you got to deal with what goes on in your head, you got to deal with what goes in your mouth, and you got to deal with what you're going to do about it, which is working out. So this was a very hard appointment for me. I have been doing well without being overly emotional on my videos lately because I am a very sensitive person. So that's what happens is that, I bleed into all my videos. And, I've been stifling that for a while because, who the hell wants to watch somebody cry every single damn video? No. This one, I might not be able to help it. So if you don't dig that, the door is that way or that way. Clicky, clicky. So, he's always amazing. He always talks to me. He always makes me feel comfortable. It's like talking to a friend. Like, I make him laugh. He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. So we are at the end of the road for what can be done for me. So I am standing at the crossroad right now. I am standing in between the distal or doing nothing. So we talked about doing the DS again. He said that he went and talked to some professionals. And in San Francisco, he went to a conference in San Francisco, and they just so happened to be discussing the DS, and he asked a lot of questions for me, and and we sat and discussed it. And guys, like, I don't think you understand the gravity of what that would entail. So I'm gonna try to break it down for you, just real easy, so you guys can understand what I'm considering and why I'm not just jumping right on the damn board for this. Okay, so I have a gastric bypass. I don't have a sleeve. Okay, if you're new to my channel or you just don't pay attention too well, I don't have a sleeve. I have a gastric bypass. And for people who don't have a gastric bypass, this is a very invasive, very hard surgery to switch you from bypass to DS, which is the duodenal switch. So he would have to unhook my pouch, get rid of it. He would have to unhook where my large intestine is rerouted, my small intestine is rerouted. He would have to remove where my blind stomach, the big portion of my stomach, which, it's called a blind stomach because you can't really get into it. So he would have to pull that out, hook it up to my esophagus, and then he'd have to sleeve it, but it's not a regular sleeve. It's not like the VSG. It's a much bigger sleeve because I'd have to be able to eat a lot more food. So Oh no, Yuki's over here because I'm upset. Yes, good girl, good girl. So it would have to be a bigger sleeve. So I'd need to be able to get more food. So now we're talking. Now we have to rewrite the pyloric valve and, you know, the duodenum, and there's 6 different points, astomoses, which means it's a connect. So there's 6 different places he would have to remove and reconnect and stitch back together. So for this kind of surgery, for me, it feels like I'm rolling the dice. If you have a 20-sided dice and you want to get a crit, which is a 20, I'm a nerd. Sorry guys, like I want to get like an 18 to a 20, which would be good. 15, not so bad. Then you're starting to go into 10, and then you're starting to go into like, the 5s and 1s. So if I roll a 5 to a 10, I can almost guarantee you that what's going to happen is he's going to have to open me up and try to figure out what went wrong, or I'm going to die. So I am standing on the edge right now. I'm standing on what is more important to me. What is more important to me? Because right now I have no health problems other than the fact that I'm fat. Other than the fact that I have joint pain. Other than the fact that, I can't get pregnant. That I don't have periods because I've not lost enough weight. So I don't take any of this lightly. No one should take weight loss surgery lightly, and no one should ever consider a revision without seriously getting into it and like really doing research and talking to your surgeon to make sure it's the right one for you. No one should just be jumping up on board because you want to lose a couple extra pounds. That's not me. This isn't because I want to lose a couple extra pounds. I want a baby. I want to be able to get my arms fixed. Damn it. It's hard for me because the plastic surgeon won't touch me until I get small enough to fix this. It hangs over my armpit. Like, that's my armpit. Like, it completely encompasses my armpit. When I sleep at night, I roll over on top of it and I wake up with my hand completely dead. All the time. All the time. I'm constantly like pulling it out from under me when I'm laying down. I'm constantly like putting creams and stuff. Like, I'm prone to infections anyway. That's just the kind of body I have. I don't know why. But I'm prone to skin infections, even though I take plenty of baths and stuff. I'm not filthy. Unfortunately, that's just the kind of skin I have. And that's why my stomach had to be, the panaculectomy had to be done, because I was just getting to the point where my skin was just breaking down so much. So, for this to be removed, you can even see I've got some irritation right there in the crease, the little crease right there. To have that removed, the plastic surgeon wants me to be closer to what her goal, you understand? And that's hard for me because most plastic surgeons won't touch you anywhere near as big as I am. They won't do it. They will not do it. And I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure how to proceed. I'm not sure on what side of the line, I should be teetering towards. And it's very hard for me because, yes, my husband and my mother-in-law give me wonderful advice. And, of course, some of you that talk to me give me wonderful advice. But nobody else has to live in my body. Damn it. Nobody else has to realize that, I may never have a baby of my own if I don't do this. And then I still have the chance of not having a baby of my own if I do it. Or that I can't have my skin surgery if I do it. I mean, if I don't do it. And then I risk with that surgery having malabsorptive issues that would cause me not to be able to get my skin surgery. And I'm like on the brink of madness here. Like, I'm laughing and crying because the situation is so fucking ridiculous. Only me. Only me. This is only me. You know, only me. And I'm not trying to be, you know, wah, poor pitiful me. My life is pretty fucking awesome. But just like everybody has problems, and everybody has issues, and everybody wishes things could be different. And I need to decide what I want to do. I need to decide what's going to be okay. I need to decide where I want to go with this. Oh yeah, back to my explanation. So those are 6 different ports where he would have to put me back together, and if anything went wrong, he would have to open me up. It's not, he doesn't want to do, he wouldn't go in laparoscopically, because if there was an issue, he would have to go, like, literally go in there to find it fast, so I didn't get septic or, you know, like, have a really, really, really bad time. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about then we're open surgery. I'm not able to heal because I have, like, now I have a malabsorptive surgery in there. So I'm not able to heal correctly, and now I've got a wound vac. Now, you know, there's like an ass load of shit that can happen with this stuff. Like, and for me, like I was telling you, it feels like I'm just rolling the dice and just praying that, you know, it lands between, you know, 15 and 20, you know, but there's that small, minute chance that it won't, and that my luck would run out and I would die, or I would be on a TPN for the rest of my life, which is a feeding tube, or I would need a PICC line because I can't get in my vitamins and minerals, or, you know, 10,000 other things. The distal. Now we'll talk about the distal. I jokingly say that, you know, that you would smell like farts. Like, that's not a lie. People with the distal oftentimes have super white skin because they lose all the pigment in their skin. They smell like farts. Like, there's no other way to, because your body exudes that through your olive system, which is your skin, your pores and stuff like that. You get, like, some of the women that I were talking to said that they get up 3 or 4 times a night with diarrhea. Sometimes they poop the bed. Some of them wear diapers to bed. Some of them wear diapers when they go out of the house because they eat and then you have serious diarrhea. That's what this kind of stuff does. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying this can happen to everybody. I'm not saying this does happen to everybody. But what would you do? Why don't you leave me a little comment down below and tell me what, if you were facing any of that stuff, would you just willy-nilly just jump on into it and say, yeah, that sounds like a damn good idea. I'd love to smell like farts and poop myself constantly and be on a TPN and have a gigantic open wound with a wound vac because I can't heal myself, because now I've got, you know, serious malabsorptive issues, and, you know, now I have to eat like 200 grams of protein per day, and yeah, so, and my stomach cramps, and I've got diverticulitis, and now I'm bleeding from a ball, and, like, there's all kinds of horrible shit that can happen, or nothing can happen, and I could be perfectly fine, and life could be beautiful, and I could lose all of my weight and get my skin surgery and have a baby, and or I could stay just like this and be 300 pounds and killing myself at the gym and, you know, keep beating myself in, you know, against the fucking wall, which is what I constantly am doing, trying to get this weight off me. So I'm at a crossroads and I am not sure what to do. I'm not sure how to do it. It's not fair, but life isn't fair, and sometimes you just gotta suck it up, buttercup. And that's what I keep trying to do. I keep trying to push on. I keep trying to get up, and you know, there's a lot of obstacles in my way, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of things for me to think about. So having said that, and I know this is going to be a long one, but you know, I think it's important for me to talk about because this is part of my journey, and hopefully somebody else, you know, that's having to go through this happy horse shit will see, hey, you know, it's doable. Might not be optimal, might not be the easiest route, but damn it, I'm trying. So I asked him if I could wait until see him in September. And I said I would be, well, I said I'd come in August. I would call and make an appointment for August, and that we would come in and discuss things and see how my weight is going. Because he said, and this is where I'm going to get really, this is where I'm going to get really emotional, and I do apologize. You know, this is where he said, I said, you know, I would be happy if I just got down to 250, which is 50 more pounds from here. And he's like, I really want to see you succeed more than anybody. He's like, I want to see you get to your goal. I want to see you get where you want to be. I know, you know, that I have the heart and the willpower and the determination to do it. I just don't have the body to do it. And, you know, he said, you know, you could probably get down to 250, but it wouldn't be sustainable. He's like, you know, eventually you're going to get older and your body's going to start winding down again, and then your weight's going to creep up, you know, or he said, I just don't see that for you. And that's hard. That's hard to hear because nobody wants to be told that. And as much as I want to rebel against the system, he's seen this 1,000 times. And I don't know if I'm that one person that can defy all of these odds. I don't know if I can be that person. I don't know. You guys tell me all the time that I'm such an inspiration, that I do so well. I don't know if I live up to that. I don't feel like I do. I don't feel like I deserve admiration. I don't feel like I'm an inspiration. I don't feel like a success ever. I feel like I struggle hard every day. I wake up hungry. I go to bed hungry. I count my calories and I work out till I can't work out anymore. Then I don't know any other way to do this. I don't know if there's anything else that I could possibly do on my own to get where I'm supposed to go, or where God's leading me, or what kind of plan I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I don't know, because we have free will, and the path is in front of you, and then you choose, left or right. Damn it. And I don't know whether to go left or go right, or just stay right the hell here, because I'm scared. So for the next 2 months, so probably closer to 3 months, could be July, August, at least the next 2.5 months, exactly 2 months, I'm going to be absolutely killing myself to the best of my possible. As long as my body will hold up, I will be in the gym. Matter of fact, my ass is going today, and it's hot as hell outside. But I'm going, and I'm doing the best I can, and I'm hoping that things work out for me. I just hope you guys support me, and you know, appreciate my vulnerability, because this is as vulnerable as I pretty much get. I am giving you guys my all. This is all I have, and I'm sharing it with you because I'm hoping and I'm praying that there's somebody out there like me who's like ready to give up. And if they get a hold of one of my videos and see, okay, well, no, this isn't fair, and yeah, it's going to be hard, but we can do it. It's just going to take a long time. There was a quote the other day that I posted, and it was like, just because you didn't get there as fast as somebody else doesn't mean that, you know, you're not a success. That, you know, just because it's going to take me a longer fucking time to do it. Well, that's the gist of it. I'll post it at the little, and there's a little excerpt, but just because it's going to take me a longer amount of time to get where I'm supposed to go or do what I'm supposed to do doesn't mean that I'm a failure. It just means that I have to work harder than a lot of people. But, you know, he said that I started off with a BMI of 77, and damn it, I'm almost at 40. You know, that's almost 37 points to my BMI that I've kept off. You know, he said that he's super proud of me, and that, you know, in all intents and purposes, he brought me in front of a panel of his peers and told him my stats and showed him my pictures. They would say that I was a wonderful success, and that they're very proud of me, that I haven't regained my weight, and that, you know, I've worked really hard, and that, you know, I've done the best I could. You know, and he said that the gastric bypass is unforgiving. Once it stops, it stops. So without another malabsorptive procedure, it's very hard to get lower. He said, you know, had I gotten the sleeve, then the DS would have been the next procedure, or the RNY would have been the next procedure, and I would have gotten where I needed to go. So, like so many other people I know. Alright guys, I'm tired of sitting here whining and bitching, because I don't particularly like that. I'm going to finish my shake, and then my happy ass is going to the gym. I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I really do appreciate you guys watching me. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe down below. I'm not always full of snot and tears streaming down my face. Sometimes I'm relatively funny. Not often, but relatively. I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.